Growing up, I've met dozens of people who've supported Adopt Don't Shop, many of which are family members. Their intentions are quite noble, but they have been misguided. At the risk of pissing off a few aunts and cousins, I'm going to tell you what I would tell anyone considering bringing a dog into their life. Choose the dog that would best fit you and your lifestyle, whether they come from a rescue or an ethical dog breeder. I don't pick one or the other, I do both. Lola, Tilly, and Oakley were all rescued. We got Guy from a breeder, and I think the next dog I'll add to the family will also be from a breeder. There are pros and cons to both rescues and breeders. Unless you're adopting a puppy, dogs from rescues come with a history and already learned experiences, whether that be good or bad. For instance, let me tell you how I came about choosing Lola. At the time, Guy was about 6 or 7 months old, and our other dog, Tilly, was not interested in playing with him. She was approaching the age of 17, and she spent most of her day sleeping. I wanted to find a youngish adult dog that was somewhat energetic with some training. Older, more experienced dogs can teach puppies manners and other important skills. I wasn't actually looking for a Malinois because I thought their energy levels were too much for Guy. I was looking for German Shepherds and some sledding breeds. After getting rejected 5 times by different rescues, because I was 20 and a half and I just had to be 21, Lola became available. Her bio just said that she was a good, beautiful dog that was fully trained. I sent the rescue an email asking if they felt she would be a match for our family. They said she was, but there was a problem. I was 20 and a half, and apparently they thought when I hit 21, I was going to evolve into a whole nother person, like I was some kind of Pokemon. So I had no choice but to wound my pride and have my mother adopt her for me. While she did fill the role perfectly as I planned, she did come with some history. She is a retired TSA explosive detection dog. While they did tell me a few things that she knows how to do, there are many cues stored away in her head that we keep discovering. She also has PTSD. So that was a surprise. She has night terrors almost every day, and whenever she hears thunder or gunshots, she acts as though we're under attack. She has otherwise been a perfect dog, and she's a pretty good example of that theory that rescue dogs love you more than dogs from breeders. There aren't too many cons to getting a dog from a breeder. You basically know everything about the puppy you're adopting, and as I said in the video I made yesterday, it's possible to know about the puppy's family tree and the health of those family members. With a rescue dog, you know almost nothing about the genetic health of your dog. One possible con is cost, but if the puppy is healthy and a good match, then you're getting your money's worth. Another possible con is that you're forced to raise a puppy. With a rescue, you have the option of choosing a puppy or an adult dog, but breeders won't give you that option. This isn't too much of a problem if you have some experience with raising puppies, but if it's your first time, you may have some trouble. In some ways, having to raise a puppy could also be a pro. When I was going through dogs on Pet Finder, there was a recurring thing in the bios for the dogs. No children under the age of 8, and no cats. What if I had a kid? What if I had a cat? If I couldn't find a dog from a rescue that could be around my young child and cat, then would it be wrong for me to go to a breeder and raise one that would be good with them? Another thing that has to do with the history of a dog is labeling a dog breed. Rescues almost always get it wrong. I have discussed before that the chances of someone guessing a dog's breed is about 8%. Pitbulls are both a breed and a group of breeds. There's Amstaffs, American Bulldogs, American Bullies, and I think Dogo Argentinos fall in this category as well, and there's many other dogs that fall under the term pit bull. Basically, anything with their head shape is labeled as a pit bull when they're brought to a rescue. There's so much variety in pit bull breeds that if you were to adopt a pit bull puppy that was from a rescue that labeled it as such, it could grow to be anywhere from 30 pounds to 130 pounds. It could also vary a lot in temperament. Anyhow, as I said, do what's best for you, and don't let anyone judge you if you got your dog from a breeder as opposed to a rescue. Most of my best dogs came from rescues, but ethical breeders will always be an option. I always make sure to check the rescues first in case I can find what I'm looking for in a dog, and so should anyone else considering getting a dog. Living at a rescue for its entire life is no way for a dog to live, so always check first before I look at breeders. When looking for a dog, take into consideration your living space, work hours, family, and or other possible pets, and your energy level. Then do your research and make a list of at least 5 dog breeds that may be what you're looking for in a dog. Then find one that matches you, whether it be from a rescue or a breeder. Email the rescue and tell them about your lifestyle. Or email the breeder and ask them what they do with their dogs and see if you could provide all the needs of the puppy throughout its life. It's all about providing the best possible care for any dog you may bring in your home. That'll do it for today. Making these videos was pretty fun. I might do this again, but I'm going to wait a week because recording and editing these videos takes a ton of time, and I'm really tired. I'll think about what I'd want to discuss until then.